Hey guys, welcome to another video of Scent Saga. My name is Deep, and in this video, I wanted to talk about Rasasi Hawas Ice. But this is not going to be some typical review video because Rasasi Hawas Ice has already been talked about a lot. In this video, I am just going to talk about three most important things about Rasasi Hawas Ice. Number one, Rasasi Hawas Ice has got a massive price drop now. If you're not aware of it, initially it was selling for around 3,500, 3,700. Right now, Rasasi Hawas Ice is available at as low as under 2,500 rupees. And that is the reason in this video, number one, I'm going to talk about Rasasi Hawas Ice from the perspective of a 2,500 rupees perfume. Second, I'm going to compare it with Rasasi Hawas, the OG, because that has also got a price drop. Now that's available for around 2,300, even 2,100 in some areas. And along with that, I'm going to tell you which one I like more, which one I recommend buying. And number three, in case you want to buy Rasasi Hawas Ice for as low as 2,500 or below 2,500, which is the best place that you can find this perfume at this particular price point, because I'm not going to mention some community sellers or something. I actually found a website from where I basically bought it to test it out, like the authenticity of the entire website and everything. After getting the perfume, unboxing it, making a video out of it, finally I am now ready to share another website through which you can actually get genuine perfumes. And since I got it under 2,500, and that is the reason I'm recommending that particular website to you by the end of this video. So let's talk about Rasasi Hawas Ice first, okay? In terms of the bottle presentation, you are already aware. In case you don't know, the OG Hawas and Rasasi Hawas Ice has some differences in the bottle. That was kind of a bit purplish. This is kind of a bit more on the violet side. The cap on this one is white, where that was, I think, in black. And there are some subtle differences in just the color pattern and everything, okay? The juice is also a bit different. Some like hues here and there, and that is it. And in terms of the bottle presentation, it's a typical Rasasi Hawas bottle, nothing new. But at the same time, this is a distinct design with Rasasi Hawas. The entire batch, okay? They have got Rasasi Hawas Fire, they have got Black, all come in the same bottles. And the atomizer is very good, throws proper mist. And the smell is what I'm going to talk about next, okay? So in case you are not aware of, it's in the same Invictus kind of a DNA with some minute changes here and there from the OG Rasasi Hawas. Okay, I have got a decant over here because I wasn't really a big fan of Rasasi Hawas. Still, I am not that big fan of this entire DNA to some extent, but my opinions have changed a bit, which I'm going to discuss. But this is a decant of Rasasi Hawas Ice that I bought from Sentira way back. Then I had done a lot of tests, finding clones, because I felt that Rasasi Hawas was an overpriced perfume, and that is the reason I felt that there are some other alternatives which can be given an opportunity. Over here, Rasasi Hawas had the note of cardamom at the top, along with that apple, citruses and everything going at the top, okay? Over here in Rasasi Hawas Ice, they have replaced that with star anise, okay? That's a kind of spice, but people also mention, it's not mentioned in the notes, but when you do spray it, you get that hint of a bit of minty zestiness along with the spicy star anise at the top, okay? That is the reason when you spray it initially, there is some subtle differences between Rasasi Hawas and the Rasasi Hawas Ice, but it's not that profound difference that you're gonna get out of the two. It's like, say, this is a tad bit more on the sweeter side, this is a tad bit more on the fresher side, very, very, very minute differences, okay? And I feel that in the opening, Rasasi Hawas Ice feels a bit more airy, a bit more minty, a bit more fresher. And the name Ice justifies over here. Now, if you see the notes of OG Hawas and Rasasi Hawas Ice, the mid notes and the base notes are almost equal. But what I have seen or what I have experienced after using this two is there's a tad bit of a difference in the Drydown as well. But again, it's not a profound difference that you're gonna get. What I felt is Rasasi Hawas Ice, as it starts moving into the Drydown, carries a more fruity foot forward, okay? The fruitiness on the Rasasi Hawas Ice is a bit more, but it's accompanied by that minty zestiness, which kind of follows through to some extent even in the Drydown, and that is the reason it feels a bit more fresher. But the undertone of bubblegummy sweetness, what the Hawas was known for, carries over here in Rasasi Hawas Ice as well. This is also sweet. It's a bit marine, but there is one more thing that Hawas had, which was a note of marine note, which is basically a note of cologne, which gave it, I mean, some people said that they get the smell of rotten eggs from this. That is due to the note, a marine note of cologne that is missing in Rasasi Hawas Ice, and that is taken over by that fruity undertone that I was talking about. Okay, so in short, Hawas with a little bit of minute freshness, a bit more fruity, and a tad bit more sweet. Tad bit more. I'm not saying it's overpoweringly sweet, but it's a tad bit more fruity, and that is the reason it feels a bit more sweet, but at the same time it's more airy, it's more fresh. You will feel that Rasasi Hawas Ice is projecting more than the OG Hawas, which is not the case. Okay, both of them project the same and both of them lasts the same amount of time. So in terms of performance and longevity, I didn't get any difference, but somehow subconsciously it makes you feel that Hawas performs better. But for me, both are equally good when it comes to the performance. Around 1 to 1.5 hours of very good projection, around 7 to 8 hours of longevity when I have applied it on my clothes. And to be honest, if Hawas gets you compliments, Ice will also get you compliments. Hawas is bubblegummy sweet, the Drydown. This is also bubblegummy sweet at the Drydown, and if you smell them side by side in the air, it's very hard, and a trained nose will be able to smell it and recognize the difference. If it's anybody who's not that much into perfume and smelling the DNA out of you for the first time, chances are like 50-50. Some will say it's Hawas, some will say it's Hawas Ice. It's that hard, but only you will understand that the airy, freshy kind of that minty kind of that vibe carries along with you when you are applying it. That is something that you will feel. That is what I have felt. When it might happen that I have applied it and subconsciously that was in my head, but it still feels a bit more fresh. Now, if that is the case, then which do I recommend or which I would have went for? Okay, so now judging by the 24-2500 pricing, I now feel that both Hawas and Rasasi Hawas Ice, if both of them are available under the 2500 rupees mark, they are really good value for money option. Okay, why? Because at 3500 I felt that it's pretty overpriced with so many DNA of this particular perfume existing for as low as 350 rupees like Wildstone Edge. But now there are far more steeper competition, like say Nitro, Dumont has come in the market. Then there is Ahmed Al-Maghrabi's Frost Ice or something. There are like so many, right? So now the competition is kind of hard, and in that area I feel that Rasasi Hawas Ice has got a slight, like a little bit of edge over Hawas. But I have seen that there is a perfume called Rue Broca Hooked, which is said to be a direct clone of Rasasi Hawas Ice, which I'm yet to try. Okay, which I'm planning on trying, but I haven't tried it yet. Maybe in the future I'll buy it and compare it side by side. That perfume sells for a little bit lesser amount of money, say 1500-1600 or so. So when that happens, I will again compare it. But for now, 2500, I feel that you get that slight amount of edge, and that is the reason if I'm paying 100 rupees more for Ice than Hawas, I will any day go for Hawas Ice, because after applying it, I don't know if others are going to be able to smell it and get a difference out of the lot. But when I have applied it, I myself have felt some difference in the amount of freshness that I have received from the Hawas Ice. That is my take on which one to go for. Where did I buy it from? Should you go ahead and purchase that? Okay, so I found a website. I was actually searching for Hawas Ice and I landed on this website called the Zed Aromatics. Okay, and I came to know that already a popular YouTuber has already talked about it as an authorized seller. So I went ahead and I contacted them. They have a number to contact as well. And unlike other community sellers or some websites who are selling through WhatsApps only, they have a fully fledged legitimate website through which you can go and place an order. And that is what I did. and I was a bit skeptical as to whether I will be receiving a proper bottle or what will be the case like. So when the parcel arrived, I actually did an unboxing, and I actually bought 2 perfumes because I had to try one more, which is Khadlaj Island, and that is said to be a clone of Paradise Garden. And I did the unboxing, and that entire experience, I will put it up over here. That was quite neat and clean, and the parcel was also delivered within 4 days to 5 days max. And the city where I'm in, usually it takes time to ship the products, and I usually receive it within that same amount of time. So in terms of the shipment and everything, it was spot on. There was nothing wrong. Everything was updated to me, and it's an authentic perfume. I have tested it, and since now I can verify this is a legitimate site to buy perfumes, I can also recommend it to you. So the details are over there in the description. You can check it out, and in case you want to buy Rasasi Hawas Ice or Hawas, you can go ahead. The pricing listed when I checked it was below 2,500. So grab that offer, enjoy in case you're looking for that. But all in all, Rasasi Hawas Ice, I think if you like sweet perfumes like the bubblegummy DNA in the Drydown, and you want something which has got a hint of minty freshness, Hawas Ice is really good. And at 2,400 rupees, I feel this is a super versatile perfume which can be worn through and through at any given point in time, be it summer, be it winter. If in case you are applying it a very hot, screechy, summery day, then it's going to create trouble, or else you are good to go. And anyway, the monsoons are coming up very soon, and at that particular time of the year, I think that this kind of perfume really shines through, because that mundane, gloomy weather that you will be in, this is going to give you that hint of freshness along with some sweetness. And I feel Hawas Ice, and even Hawas for that matter, is a good deal. So check that website out, check Rasasi Hawas Ice out, check Rasasi Hawas out. It's your call. And in case you have any queries or concerns, please do reach out to me. Write it through the comments, and I will try and respond them as soon as possible. Or you can do it through the Instagram, which is Sensaga Online. I will try and respond to the DMs as quickly as possible. So with that, this is Deep signing off. I'll see you on the next one very soon. Bye bye.